How y'all doing? This is Rob Barnum here, Preacher Man R&B, and this is another episode of Retro TV 91. This time I'm doing another episode of, actually, this is the first episode of Vampire Diaries reviews. This time I'm reviewing Vampire Diaries Season 1, Episode 1. What happens on this week's episode is Stefan shows up in Mystic Falls, and the reason he's in Mystic Falls is because he's noticed Elena, and Elena looks a lot like his ex-girlfriend from 1885, I think, Catherine. So, no, ain't that her name, Catherine? I think, no. I'm getting characters messed up. Anyway, Elena looks like his ex-girlfriend. And we'll find more about that in the season as it goes on. But what happens is Elena and her brother, Jeremy's mother and father, died in a car wreck. And they're trying to get over this, and they're having a hard time doing this. Jeremy's done started messing around with drugs, so we'll have to see what happens with that. Stefan meets up with Elena, and they start getting to know each other. And all these attacks start happening. And come to find out, is Stefan's older brother Damon, who is a vampire as well as Stefan is. If I ain't mentioned that yet, they're both vampires. But anyway, Stefan doesn't feed on humans anymore. He just feeds on animals, and that makes him a lot weaker than Damon. And him and Damon have a fight toward the end of the episode, and Damon pretty much owns him throughout the whole fight and warns him never to try that again because he's not strong enough. And Damon has made a vow to make Stefan's life pretty much live in hell until they wind up dying, and they've been alive since like the 1800s. So you'll see how that pans out throughout the series. But anyway, Elena's ex-boyfriend, his brother gets attacked by his sister gets attacked by Damon, and he spares her life. So we'll have to see what happens with that. And other than that, the only other thing that happens is that we meet the rest of the main characters is Bonnie. She will find out further on in the season that she's a witch. So we'll have to see what happens with that. And Caroline, who she turns into something too later on in the series, so we'll have to see what happens with that. Other than that, that's all that really happened. It's just we get an introduction to the characters or whatever. But if y'all have ever watched Vampire Diaries, what y'all like about it? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. Guys, GG's awesome. It's been an episode of Richard TV 91. See y'all next time.